to a maggot. Big boss status. Ain't gon' lie, I really wish they would like a cabin. I ain't do no front and get my money on the back end. Yesterday's price ain't today, now we taxing. Way out the fear, ain't no way out for me. They always told me I'm the wave, like I'm way out. And see, I know some real ones turn state, ain't no way I could be. Out here living like a villain, only way up for me. Moving out the purges, I give time if it was worth it. If you coming from my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead, and there's some things I had to hurt of. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me. Back then they didn't want me, now they wanna beat me. Keep the grass cut low, cause them snakes still sleazy. Always knew I had to glow, I just had to find a reason. Walking around looking like I own the place. I don't waste no food, man, I always finish off the plate. Ain't contemplate, trenches baby, can't believe we made it safe. Something out of nothing, yeah, we made a way. So hungry, think I overate. Every single shot, then I'm thinking John Wick. Every loss got a lesson.
What's going on, everybody? And oh man, welcome back to the TVP Lounge. Hope everybody is doing well on this Friday evening. All right, let me get my scene switched around. Been here getting some of the stuff ready for the stream today. Oh man, all right. Where art thou? Let me hold that down. Okay. Oh man. Sorry about this, y'all. There we go. All right. I feel like I'm moving slow. Give me ones in the chat if everybody can see me and hear me good. My back end seems like it's moving extremely slow. One, if y'all can hear me and see me in the chat. Two, if it's a little off. Okay, that look clear right there. All right, there we go. Okay, ones. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, back end was looking a little off real quick. All right, cool. Ones on your. Okay, good. Everything seems smooth. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TVP Lounge. It is almost the middle of April. I don't know how. I don't know what in the world is going on with time, but time flying by. But listen, man, as I always say, if y'all haven't had a good week up to this point, hopefully y'all can kick back, relax. Come here, vibe for a little bit, enjoy the stream, and then y'all can have a stellar weekend. Hopefully, we can get the weekend vibes right. Y'all go in here and say what up to everybody real quick. I need to move this to live chat. There we go. We run Las Vegas. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Arrow, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Los, what's going on, my guy? Victoria, what's going on? Say happy Friday. Thanks a lot, Duke. You had one job to win. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, shout out all my homeboys back home, the Duke fans. We laughed about that very much, but yeah, that was crazy work. Sire, what's going on? Said first time in a while I'm actually on time was good. Hey, it's all good, man. Listen, I'm still trying to get better at being on time, but always when I want to go live, some type of studio technical issues want to start going on. So it's all G. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. Trevor, what's going on? Said me and Pops, April 6th birthday. Hey, first of all, let me pause it real quick. My bad. I was trying to rush through the stream last week, so I got to hit myself with one of these.
You stupid.
I was reading your comment. I promise I was, but I was skimming through and getting to the rest. So, happy belated birthday to you and your Pops, man. Hopefully, y'all had a great birthday. You know, I even came back. I doubled back and did a separate stream just to clarify because the homie T Will birthday, or comment for a birthday for his mom's as well. So, my bad about that, you know what I mean? Y'all know how I get down. So happy belated birthday to you and Pops. Hopefully you had a great birthday. And shout out to you and the fam for the support. Raider Mike, what's going on? Happy Friday. Steve, what's going on? Nick, what's going on? Happy Friday. Say happy birthday, everyone indeed. Shout out to the birthdays. If anybody else got a birthday, y'all know, drop the birthdays in the chat so we can give y'all birthday love, because we love birthdays around here. That's another year around the calendar. Mama TVP, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Brian, what's going on? Said I fly in Wednesday night. That's what's up. I actually be in Vegas on Monday. I'm leaving Thursday. So You know, if you catch me while I'm in town, y'all know to hit me on Instagram. That's the easiest way to get at me. But that's what's up. Wednesday night, WrestleMania next weekend gonna be crazy. I know a lot of folk. I made the reel on Instagram. I had a number of people hitting me up. You know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't watched wrestling in so long. I used to watch it growing up as a kid, back in the NWO days, with Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Sting was my guy. Yeah, I used to watch that back in the day. I ain't watched it in so long though. But it's crazy how big it still is. So it's gonna be real active. So if y'all out there for WrestleMania next weekend, it's definitely gonna be a vibe. I'm up out of there Thursday, so I'm not gonna be able to partake in all the full festivities. But it is gonna be busy out there. Let's see, Brim, what's going on? I was looking at the ones in the chat. Shout out to Brim. Kenny, what's going on? My God, good to see you. Trey Slots, what's happening? Deontay, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Happy birthday to anyone celebrating this past week and this weekend indeed. Watching while ironing my clothes for my date tonight to see Cam Hart. Hey, shout out to my guy, man. That's what's up. Good luck to you and your date. Hopefully it's a vibe, man. Hopefully you have a good time. Should be hilarious if it's a Kevin Hart type of vibe. Should be some good times. Stephanie, what's going on? Happy Friday. T Will was good, man. Happy Friday. Hopefully Mondoose had a good birthday. You know, had to like I said, in case y'all want me to cook, y'all can confirm my double back just to give y'all love. But happy belated birthday to your fam as well. Said flying in for that Millennium Tour in 2 weeks, that's gonna be crazy too. Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy time too for sure. 89 days away from Vegas, that's what's up. That's what's up. 89 days won't be no days, cause listen, it's already April. I still remember counting down the New Year. Here we are, April. It's insane. Tomorrow, what's going on? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope all is well. T, happy Friday to you as well. Hope all is good. Shout out to Trey. Day Bones, my guy. What's happening, family? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. Appreciate you stopping by. We caught up. Yeah, I think we caught up on the chat. All right. Let me pull my shot. Let's get the stream started, man. I was trying to find some stuff to piece together for today because, you know, it ain't really too much of eye-catching information going on. Shout out to everybody that checked out the gym video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I made that video yesterday, got it together. My early access tier got it. Y'all got it today. I've been for at least a year and a half. A number of my folks, y'all know who y'all is. I've been going back and forth about making that video because I feel like I know Planet Hollywood is ridiculously underrated. And but this the year y'all gotta enjoy new stuff, man. I gotta make sure we keeping it fresh in Vegas. But Planet Hollywood need more love, man. And I feel like they done so many updates and it's starting to pick up, but it's not where I want it to be. So it was time. It was long overdue. So y'all make sure y'all check that out if y'all haven't already. But I love the feedback it's getting so far. So we're going to talk about travel restrictions. And to be more specific, we're going to talk about this Real ID just in case y'all didn't know about it. Because it's a real thing. You know what I mean? If you're trying to go to Vegas and you ain't got one, I ain't going to lie to y'all. You know, I done forgot all about it because, you know, there's ways around ways which we going to talk about. But yeah, you're going to need that on May 7th. That's a real thing that's going into effect. You know, it's been pushed back like 3 years, but nah, they implemented this year. And then we're going to talk about Vegas losing money. You know, I got a video I'm going to pull up for y'all. We're going to watch and then we're going to talk about it. You know, last week we had a good discussion about tipping, you know, how you should be tipping in Vegas, how much, et cetera, et cetera. Great conversation. So today we're going to talk about if they making money and how y'all actually do Vegas and how y'all use y'all money in Vegas, because I'm intrigued based on some of the numbers that was discussed. So with all that said, cheers to y'all. Appreciate y'all love and support as always. Happy birthday to all the birthday people, and let's get to it. All right, to simplify the travel restrictions, I don't want nobody going on a panic mode. You know, Vegas ain't going crazy, but the Real ID, I saw a post about it and it was a reminder that I felt like I should probably come on here and talk to y'all about, because if you're not in the States, it's not going to be that applicable to you, because it's basically for folks who travel with their driver's license. So if y'all ain't got your driver's license by now, y'all got until May the 7th to get your Real ID. Y'all know the Real ID is supposed to be the driver's license with the star at the corner, which is State Star. Supposed to have more information, but you know, it's a whole back end story that I'm not finna go into the public stream on the whole thing. But if you're traveling with your driver's license, you're gonna need that by May 7th. They're not gonna let you go through. If you don't have the Real ID, you can travel with a passport card, some other acceptable traveling form of ID. But I saw that post about it earlier this week, and I don't think I've really gone into details about it, but because every year it's been like you need it by May of this year. I want to say it started in 21 or 22, then they pushed it to 23, then they pushed it to 24, and then last year they said they was going to implement it, but then they end up pushing it to this year, and this year they're actually going through with it. So if y'all got y'all driver's license updated but it's not a real ID, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're in the States, you got to have a real ID. They're not going to take the regular driver's license. If y'all been traveling, and that's not just to Vegas, it's all domestic throughout the U.S., but we here talking about Vegas stuff, so that's why we talking about it. But you planning to go to Vegas with a driver's license and it's not a real ID, go ahead and schedule that appointment, because y'all know the DMVs be a whole day appointment as it is, depending on where you at. That's a whole day adventure as it is. Go ahead and get that out the way. I've been telling y'all about getting TSA pre-check. I've been telling y'all for years. Get that TSA pre-check so you don't got to worry about dealing with TSA and all the headaches that they be doing with take your shoes off, take your jacket off, pack, all that nonsense that be going on. Y'all got to get that pre-check. $80 for 5 years if you want to do domestic. If you're not planning to go out the U.S., it's $80 for 5 years. And it's $100 if you're going to be going international. I got the global entry when I got my passport. I just actually did my renewal. I actually travel with my global entry card. So when I'm going through TSA and all that, I don't even use my driver's license. I just give them my global entry card, because your global entry card is in essence connected to your passport. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, number one, you get to beat two birds with one stone. That's your identification, your government issue identification. And it includes pre-check, so you can get to the airport, get through. Ain't even, listen, I'm telling y'all, my TSA, even when I'm in Vegas, I think my longest wait at the airport in the last year probably been like 15 minutes with TSA. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because I normally get there about an hour. I got nervous. I low-key thought I was gonna miss my flight because TSA pre-check was so long. But then once they speed it up, because you don't even, all you got to do is put your stuff and run it through the gate. You ain't got to take your shoes off. You ain't got to take your jacket off. You just got to put all of your stuff out of your pockets in there, and boom, you get through. So if you planning to travel, because, I preach traveling all the time. Y'all got to get out and travel. If y'all ain't travel, man, get out and travel. But I want to put that out there, because I don't want none of y'all get around here in May and be like, oh my God, I forgot to get my real ID, or man, I forgot and I couldn't travel. I'm trying. So let me do my public service announcement and do my due diligence just to let y'all know. I advise y'all to get global entry though. Just go ahead and get that global entry and get that pre-check. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna save y'all. I see folks in here in the chat talking about it, because some of them done switched over. It's a beautiful thing for real. Frederick, what's going on? Shout out to Frederick to NWO for sure. Throwback days, the Wolf Pack, the whole squad. Y'all already know. Diamond Dallas Page, Diamond Cutter was life for real. Rey Mysterio was my guy too. JD, what's going on, man? TGIFT, hope you and the family doing well. Appreciate you popping in. Danielle, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well also. Good to see you. Victoria said, how would you rank PH pools? Always miss it when I visited. They got a little a wave pool, I guess you could say, for the wannabe surfers. I guess that's like some type of attraction. But to be serious with you, they pool is average. You know what I mean? No, and I love Planet Hollywood. Shout out to my folk at Planet Hollywood, who I don't know that I need. If y'all at Planet Hollywood and tapped in, hit me up, because I definitely want some more contacts there. But they pool is average. It's nothing special. It's just a regular pool. It's nothing that I would rave about. It's just a pool, to be in all honesty. That's the one thing I can say about their pool, is they got the little wave thing if you want to surf and all of that. Yeah, that's cool. But aside from that, just a regular pool. You know what I mean? So I would rank it in average. I wouldn't put it top 5, top 10. It's not something that I'd be like, oh my God. If you notice, of all the things I talked about in the video, I didn't say nothing about the pool, because it's just a regular pool. That's all. Rich, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by. Deontay said TSA pre-check is a must. Please, guys, get it. Listen, I've been preaching that for years, and now that y'all got to get a real ID, y'all may as well consider it for real. I'm telling you, it'll speed up your airport process. Folks be like, I get to the airport an hour and a half, 2 hours before my flight. I be like, what? Shit, I wish I would. Now I know, because sometimes, especially at Harry Reid, I know sometimes depending on when you leaving, if you got to check a bag, that check bag line can be long because folks just be not paying attention. I wish people would realize. Y'all know at Harry Reid how I be the kiosk to do the self check-in and they go all the way to the back, but people always want to go to the first two. It be like, if you gonna walk your ass to the back so we can go, that's why the lines be so long. Folk don't want to walk all the way to the end, hit the kiosk. But anyway, yeah, I know folk be worried about having to check their bags. That's understandable. I understand that. But 2 hours is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie to you. Unless you're going to the airport lounge, I'm not going to the airport 2 hours before flight take off. My flight leave at 12:15. I'm at Harry Reid at 11:15. I estimate 15 minutes of travel time from my hotel to the airport. And you know why? Because I got to pre-check. Because the longest thing that's going to take me to do is, if I got to check my bag. But pre-check, I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, the last time, I don't know if I told y'all my story time, but real quick, this was my last time I had to deal with regular TSA. I was leaving, I was out in Virginia. Shout out to my family in Virginia. Shout out to the DMV. Any of the folks in the DMV, shout out to the DMV. But I was leaving Virginia to come back home, and I had to go through the airport, and I had on a t-shirt and some basketball shorts. And I went through the thing, and they told me that I had to step to the side because I had something in my pocket. Now I noticed I got on a t-shirt, basketball jeans, and some shoes. Well, I ain't have on shoes because you got to take your shoes off. So I like, what the hell you think I got in my pocket? So they pulled me to the side, do the whole little scanner thing. There was nothing in my pocket. They were like, what's up? Yeah. So anyway, after that, I came back home and I went right online and I was like, how the hell you get this global entry shit? Because I'm like, what do you think is in my pocket in some basketball shorts? I ain't had a problem with TSA since. They're telling y'all it's the best thing ever. Now I get in and out of TSA. I say about 5 minutes. If it's a great day, I'm through there in 2 minutes for real. Like leaving here, even when I'm going to leaving out of Cali, going to Vegas and leaving Vegas, I'm telling y'all, greatest day, I'll walk right through TSA in 2 minutes. And I'm talking about giving them my ID to opting out the photo, because I opt out the photo. I don't know if y'all even know that neither. You can opt out of the photo if you don't want to. Right up out of that photo, get right through TSA, 2 minutes max. It'd be the most beautiful thing ever. Shout out to the super chat. Tina, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat. I was trying to finish my point. Thanks for the love and support. Hope all is well with you. It's good to see you in the stream. Hope you're doing good. And I see your comment right there. I am doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Thanks for the love. But yeah, y'all caught that TSA pre-check. I'm telling y'all, man. It's $80 for 5 years. So if you do the math, that's less than $20 a year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Netflix costs more than TSA pre-check. Come on now. Y'all gotta caught that. Say pre-check is worth every penny. Indeed, I have both the pre-check and real ID. I have passport too. Oh, shout out to Rich. You good. You got it all, man. You good to go. Said TSA pre-check. I love it. Indeed, real ID has been done for the last year. That's good. You good to go. Say you should be able to do your real ID online too and upload the proper docs. Now y'all need to check that in y'all states. That's a plug right there. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know that was a possibility to do it online with the docs. I thought if you was going from the regular ID to the real that you had to go in office. But there you go, live stream gyms. Y'all check that in your state though. That might vary state to state, but that's what's up. That's solid right there. Say for the folks that like to party on the strip and have watched TVP 25 Hacks and Secrets, what he says about that second week in July is true. Listen, man. All I can do is provide the information to the folks. What y'all decide to do with it, man, at that point, it's on y'all. But I told y'all this was the year I was gonna try to show y'all love and do y'all right, man. But yes, that second week of July it's been a gym for a long time. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't even nothing new. It's just new to the folks who never heard about it this year. But if you know, you know. A couple folks hit me on the side like, bro, please don't do that no more. I said, I'm sorry. My bad. Just trying to look out. Because some folks said July was slow. They was like, yo, after 4th of July, what's going on in July? I said, shh. Shit, the real 4th of July is the next 2 weekends after 4th of July. If we gonna keep it a whole bean. If you know, you know. But a lot of people did know. Red Line, what's going on? Said Planet 13 pre-check is a must for the strip. Okay. Like Planet 13, that's what's up. What's that? Zycan restaurant name SDL out there. If you ever stop by there, can you tell me how the margaritas are? Okay, I'll make note of that. I'm not familiar with that at all. But no doubt, if I am nearby, it says called Soul. Okay, I'll make note. Said Clear is fire too. Listen, I don't have nothing against Clear. The only reason I don't preach Clear is because, and I haven't checked it in a while. My best friend, his fiance, he was telling me they just got something up with it. Clear was normally more than pre-check. That's why I never preach Clear. Like, I know Clear try to sell. Well, Clear's thing is like, you are the ID, which is weird to me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't, too much tech stuff that goes on with me. Nah, I be real iffy with stuff going on nowadays. But their biggest perk is that if you use Clear, you walk straight to the front of the line, which you do, because I got pre-checking to be times that people with Clear, they just walk right in front of us, so they get VIP access. But I'm like, bro, TSA pre-check is so fast. You think I'm about to pay an extra something $100 yearly? Because if I understand, I don't know if Clear is still yearly. Clear used to be yearly, and so I was like, why would you pay $100 a year when you can pay $100 every 5 years? You know, mathematically, that just don't make sense. And we like to save money around here, so I'm not gonna push nothing to y'all that's not worth the money. So that was why I never push Clear. You know, they basically the same thing. Clear just give you a head. You know, they make you feel like a VIP star, because in a line that's pre-check, they just put you to the front of the line. So I was like, hey, if folks want to do it, go ahead, man. Ain't no knock to you. But if we trying to say that bread, get that pre-check, man. Pre-check all you need. That's all Clear is. It's pre-check. It's supposed to be just less ID stuff needed, supposed. Well, shout out to J Blue. Brian, what's going on? Said just moved from Baltimore to DC. Guess I'm repping all the DMV now. Yeah, shout out to the DMV. Yeah, I got my family roots from Baltimore. I have family in Baltimore, Virginia, and then North Carolina was where I raised hens, as y'all see. But yeah, shout out to B-More, man. B-More, that's the birth city, and I was born out there. So shout out to my fam that might be in here, there in Baltimore. You know, folk be like, where your fam from? Like, if you know about Cherry Hill, then we'll just leave that there. There you go. Flower Bloom, what's going on? Good to see you. Appreciate you popping in. Said I recently had to run to TSA because I was late, and of course there was a line in TSA as my flight was boarding, but thanks to pre-check, I made the flight even with a line. There you go. There you go. JP, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Good to see you. Raider said off topic, but any solid limo service you recommend flying in for 7-year anniversary? Yeah, Presidential is presidential. What is their site? presidentiallimo.lv.com. I recommend them for limo service. Yeah, I know I'm a practice what I preach type of guy. But yeah, I use Presidential when I need a limo. I don't got no direct personal limo connects, even though one of my people said they had limo, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's what I recommend, especially for a 7-year anniversary. And you know, when you're doing your setup, they'll ask you certain questions. So yeah, they'll make sure you have a good experience for sure. My back end just glitched. Let me make sure this is cool. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Oh, I guess I should do my plug. Let me do my plug right now. If y'all in here right now, if y'all can hit the like button, I greatly appreciate it. YouTube would appreciate it more, because we going to that 6 o'clock hour. So if y'all can hit the thumbs up for me, I appreciate it. It helps the video hit the algorithm, helps the channel get into the algorithm and connect with the masses. All right. Where did I leave off at? I had to do a back end refresh. I can't stand TSA in Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta crazy. Atlanta airport in general is just, I try to avoid flying through Atlanta as much as possible. So I had Clear at first, but girlfriend kept beating me up using pre-check. Finally made the switch. It's a great move for sure. I know the question is, would you go back, Brian? Would you go back to Clear from pre-check? Said if you had to fly to Atlanta, you said if you have to fly to Atlanta, TSA pre-check ain't gonna help you. Clear for the end if you have to fly to ATL. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might got something with the you might be on to something with Clear out of Atlanta, because Atlanta different. Atlanta is completely different for sure. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I try my best to avoid it. Even when I go back home, I try not to touch ATL. And I got family in Atlanta. I try to leave the airport alone. Clear charges monthly. I haven't checked. If anybody want to fact check that for me, y'all definitely can. But the The last I saw they did. If they switched over to being every 5 years, then that'd be great business. Then that's a different conversation. Said Clear is still yearly, but you can combine with pre-check. See, that's a waste of time right there. The fact that it's yearly is an end of discussion for me. Said Cherry Hill used my family roots. I ain't never had to grow up there, thank God. But when I went to go tap in with the family, yeah, that was the home base to check in with the family. Said nothing less than presidential. Yeah, presidential is the way to go for sure. Clear said it's $199 annually on their site. Oh yeah, that's insane.
Stop the cap.
Ain't no way in the world. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, if y'all got Clear, go ahead and get rid of Clear. Get pre-check. $199 annually is diabolical. I swear I thought Clear was less than that. $199 a year is crazy. I ain't. If somebody had to ask me what is Clear, Clear is like the designer like entry point. Ain't no way in the world. Dog Nation, what's going on? Says certain premium credit cards will give you TSA pre-check, Clear or Global for free. That is a fact. Drop them credit cards if you got them. That is true. That is a perk that credit cards have started giving out. You are absolutely correct on that. You know, make sure y'all credit good. So I don't know about Global, but I seen Pre and Clear with the, I don't know about Global either, but yeah, I know Pre-check for sure and Clear have been perked with credit cards. Said absolutely not. That's what I thought. Karina, what's going on? Said I'm Pre-check and Clear. Oh, you got the best of both worlds. There you go. And Global entry. So yeah, if you good to go, you good to go. All y'all who got the real ID Global entry, all that, outstanding. Y'all ahead of the game. All right. So yeah, that's the I know we got into our whole little Clear and Pre-check conversation. Shout out to y'all for that. I love the different perspectives. And thank y'all for verifying that for me, because I was talking to my homeboy. He needed to get it for his companion, and I was like, bro, get that I know he said it was faster to get Clear. So I mean, I guess if you in a rush, that worked for you, but I was like, if it's annual, then, and I'll let him know. If it's for a year, yeah, get it for a year. Go ahead and get that appointment for that Global entry though, for sure. Because especially if you're trying to go out the States, man, you got to get out the States. All right. I did my plug already. Yeah, we almost hit 30 likes. Okay. All right. So topic 2. What did I title topic 2? I got to look at it in a minute. Oh, the strip losing money. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pull up a video for y'all. We're gonna watch this video. It's a reel from Brandon from Vegas. Shout out to Brandon from Vegas. I'm pretty sure most of y'all know who Brandon is. If I do move to Vegas and cop me a property, I'm gonna definitely have to holler at homie. But you know, he be dropping gems on Instagram with super local spots. So we gonna he posted a reel about pretty much talking about Vegas is losing money because somebody made a comment about paying for drinks. So we're going to pull that up. I'm going to let y'all watch it, and then I'm going to get y'all input on it, because there were some things in the video that had me really intrigued as far as how people spending their money in Vegas nowadays. Brim said, bro, that's when I'm going to be down there that second weekend. Back in 22, had a section next to Drama at Jewel, and at Dre's After Hours, Draymond Green shared this section with me and my bros. Draymond, hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I don't care what the internet say. Draymond probably one of the coolest, solid folks, man. My boy is I love to run into Draymond for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that second week in July, like I said, if you know, you know. I done put it out there to the public. Ain't nothing else. That's all I can do. Is put stuff out there to the public. At that point, it's on y'all to do what you choose to do. You know what I mean? Say I had to find teams. Of course, oh man, that's why I try to tell the guys, if you're trying to go in July, it ain't even one weekend, they back to back, you get 2 weekends, so pick one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to tell the fellas. But after that, that's it. And what I'm not doing is putting people together no more. I'm about to retire from that matchmaker life. I'm hanging that up. JD said, here in Atlanta, the pre-check line slower than a regular line. That is crazy. And low-key, I could kind of believe that, which don't make sense, because why would the pre-check line be slower than the regular line when you don't even got to take stuff off? But it don't surprise me. You know, that don't surprise me at all. I ain't flown through Atlanta, I want to say at least in like, it was before the demic. It's been before the demic. Like, I legitimately make sure I avoid Atlanta airport. Karina said, I love going to the front while other people stand in line. Hey, that's what I said. They like they the VIP, global entry. That's what they is. They make you feel like you're somebody, You get to jump the line of everybody who already skipping the other line. It's like you got two lines. You got the regular TSA, then you got global entry, TSA pre-check. Well, I keep saying global entry. You got TSA pre-check, which is VIP. Everybody be looking at the people in the pre-check line like, damn, why y'all get to go ahead? Then you got clear that just got the one up the pre-check people. But that's okay. That's okay. It worked for some people, especially when you in a super rush. TSA in Miami Airport is always a hassle. Oh, I have no doubts about that. I have no doubts about that whatsoever. All right, let me go ahead and get this set up over here so we can talk about Vegas losing money, because we had a conversation not too long ago about comps. And when we was talking about the statuses and all of that. So when I saw this, I said, this is intriguing. I'm going to get folks' opinion on this. See what y'all doing with y'all money. Said TSA be the people who feel empowered at work because they can hassle us. Man, that's a lot of people at work. A lot of people be losers in real life. You know what I mean? Like you see them on the day-to-day, like you be out, they squares. But they get in the air, they get to the airport. I used to, true story, I got a couple dudes. I had this one guy I used to work with and a homeboy I went to school with. Now my homeboy I went to school with, he worked in TSA and he was cool. He wasn't on no power trip stuff, but I seen him in there one day. I just like, boy, please don't think you tough because you got on a badge. We just laugh. Because there was some other people there who was just like, they think they big boss because they TSA. Like, y'all ain't the police. Y'all TSA, boy, if you don't chill out. But then I had another guy I work with. He was cool, but yeah, he was in TSA. And, he was already a tall dude. Shout out my guy, Jay. You know who you is. I know you be popping in the stream every now and then. So if you ain't here, shout out to you, man. Yeah, you see him, they're like, hey, dog, I ain't even about to give you no problems, man. What I need to do. So, yeah, some people be taking their jobs a little too serious. I mean, and that's in every profession. But, yeah, especially TSA, I'd be like, y'all be acting like y'all the sheriffs or some shit up in here. Like, man, if y'all don't just take my stuff through the scanner and get me through, I'm telling y'all, that's what made me get pre-check. Because folks out there in Virginia was acting like I was going through customs. I'm like, y'all doing too much for a guy in some basketball shorts. Said you can sign up for Clear right at the airport. I was going to say at Harry Reid, you can actually sign up for pre-check too. They got it there at the airport as well. Said it's the worst, and then if you tell them to go faster, you won't miss your flight. They go slower. Oh, for sure. They for some reason, them weird goofballs get off on that. You tell them like, yo, my flight about to leave. You can even show them that your flight about to leave. They want to delay you. I'm telling you. Then the type of folks that get their karma, they be like, don't wish bad on people, but power tripping for people trying to go home is nuts to me. That'd be insane. Like, folks just trying to go home. And y'all want to, yeah. That's how folks be losers and goofballs, man. Causing other people pain and suffering for no reason be crazy. But yeah, I've seen that happen a lot. Who is this? Up Till Dawn, what up? Said, I'm looking at flights and rooms. Said, they're going pretty low. Yeah. Y'all saw the video I dropped today. If you haven't, check that out. Check out that Planet Hollywood video. Like I recorded and edited video yesterday. So what y'all will see, that $27 a night, it's probably still on the website right now. Like I literally went on there as I was recording the video because I was like, I need to see what these rates look like as I'm talking about it. And I saw that 27 a night. I was like, I was expecting it to be like 40 because I seen Planet Hollywood like non-member rates like $35, $40. But I seen 27. I said, shit. I need to log into my account. I might got some comps if they 27 for the non-members. But yeah, depending on where you're trying to go, flights and tickets and rooms is, good prices. I'm telling y'all, I've been doing this for years. So that's why I try to use my expertise to look out for y'all, man. Because look, it's bigger than me. I don't like having fun by myself. You can't have fun well, you can. But it's always better when you got other people, which is why I be trying to make sure y'all enjoy y'all times as well. 10 more likes, family. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, get me to 40 likes. How about that? We in the 50 plus viewers now. Yeah, get it to 40. So that's a fact. Always seems like they want you to miss your flight. Nah, that ain't in Miami. I'm telling you, that's in a lot of airports. For whatever reason, them folks get off trying to be tough. Then they take that suit off and go back home to their boring lives, man. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy for real. Say, what the hell is Cromwell going through? Is this Pinky Vanderpump thing any good? We gonna find out, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not opposed to it. I've been waiting for somebody to do something with Cromwell, so I'm glad, in all honesty, that Vanderpump got an agreement with them to go in there, and it's gonna be a full remodel too. So I'm I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like and what they're gonna do with it. So we'll see. In my opinion, I think it can be a good thing. I can't say it's gonna be a good thing. I just said don't touch Dre's. As long as they don't touch Dre's and clean everything up, oh yeah. It should be a win-win for everybody. See, the PH video was very good and informative. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Straight facts. Indeed, rooms are cheap in fact comp, but them flights are going up. Yeah, flights is mandatory. You got to get them flights out the way ASAP, unless you just happen to catch a deal last minute. All right. We'll take the second shot. We're going to get into the second video. We're going to see what's going on. Cheers to y'all while Vegas is losing money. This might be informative to some of y'all who think in Vegas making a whole lot of money, especially since the pandemic. A lot of things have changed. And it might explain why some of y'all not getting the comps y'all should probably be getting. And I'm going to say y'all include me. I'm going to say us while we not getting some of the comps we probably should be getting. All right, let me pause the music real quick. All right. There we go. Okay, shout out to Brandon from Vegas. Y'all know Brandon from Vegas. He's a legend. Gaming everybody on Instagram. I think he said he got a YouTube channel. I ain't even checked out a YouTube channel. I should probably go look. But this comment says, but why charge $20 for vodka soda on this strip? I mean, come on, charge me $10.
Stop the cap.
I don't remember the last time any regular drink from a bar was $10. When I saw that, I said, whoever that is, they comments is wild. Said this is specific to casinos on the strip. They're already making money. Okay, well, we all thinking that the strip is making bread. We all do. They got to be doing something for the way they be hitting us in the head. But we going to see what he got to say about it. So let's see what he talking about.
$20 for a vodka soda on the strip. I mean, come on, charge me 10. The casinos on the strip are already making money. Let me tell you a little secret about casinos on the strip, Teresa. They're not making money like they used to. Just this year, they reported a 40% drop of net income on the strip, despite having increased revenue. This means more people are coming to Vegas and spending money, but the casinos are keeping less and less of it. Why? It's pretty simple. Our generation doesn't really gamble like that. Baccarat is down 52%. Blackjack is down 28%. Craps is down 20%. Even sports betting is down in Vegas. Millennials just aren't a gambling generation.
All right, I'm going to pause right here. I just want to agree or disagree in the chat. Y'all agree or disagree with what he's saying so far? That it's a generation that's not gambling as much as people who gambled before. And people are bringing money to Vegas, but they're doing other things with it outside of the casinos. Do y'all agree or disagree? When I first heard that, it really made me sit back and think. And I'm gonna let the rest of it play after this. But I was like, I hear where he going with that on the strip, and I can't fully say I disagree, but I can't say I don't fully disagree, but I was like, I don't know that I fully agree either, because I don't know. The tables be busy. I mean, it'd be a little bit slower, but you know. And another videos I've seen from other content creators on Instagram, they've posted like the net casino profit. So that's why I was kind of like, this is an interesting pull. So let's see what y'all say. Y'all say disagree. They just gamble more on sports. Okay, so you still think that they still gambling? Disagree. Vegas is making it up on sports betting. That's still considered gambling, y'all. Sports betting is considered gambling. So we're speaking in gambling in general. I think the 2000s babies aren't gambling like that. I do agree with that. I do think the 2000, if you was born 2000 later, I don't think they gambling as much as, what is it, Gen X, Gen Y? I be trying to remember. Or, yeah, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, I guess. But that's a good question. I agree. That's the same thing I said. I thought I was too. Said I agree. They stay in their rooms but don't spend money at the properties as much. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know that they stand in the rooms, but I do think I'm gonna play the rest of it, because the rest of it, when he continued, I was like, all right, that makes sense about the other stuff he said. Said I agree with that. I think they gamble more during the fall. With this being party season, that's a fair take. Okay, said I agree. But he makes sense with the younger generation not gambling a lot on tables. I do agree with that too. I think the younger generation do not agree like the millennials for sure. I agree the younger generation spend more of their money partying and drinking and stay. Okay, I'm going to pause right there, JD comment. All right, I'm going to play the rest of it.
The gambling generations are dying out, or they're just gambling on their phones with apps and sports betting like DraftKings. Then you have to factor in local places like PT's Pub. and Dottie's. These are where local Vegas people go and play because they're comfortable, they're cheap, and we actually win here. Then you have to factor in places like Green Valley Ranch, Red Rock Casino, and the new Durango Station. Places that are nicer, cleaner than a lot of places on the Strip, more convenient, and once again, you might actually win something here. You see, when Las Vegas looked like this, your mom and dad or grandpappy could come to Vegas, smoke cigarettes, gamble on the tables, win a free steak dinner, win a free room, get comp drinks. It was a great time. You would throw Vegas your money and it would throw you rewards. Then these guys took over Vegas, and the easiest place for them to cut things were comps. So now you gamble, you lose money, and you don't get anything from it. 14 years ago, Las Vegas Sands openly cut comps for the average gambler, and they said you mid-tier gamblers don't receive anything. But don't worry, the high-end gamblers down here still get their free comps, which means the rich Chinese people that come over here and gamble their asses off at the Wynn, they still get treated like old school Vegas. Long story short, Teresa, thanks to TikTok, the Strip actually isn't making money off gambling the way it used to. People are coming to Vegas to experience our cuisine, to experience local benefits, to come here and watch shows and sports. They're not really coming here to gamble the way they used to because it's just not that fun anymore.
Okay. All right, y'all. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Brandon for sure. I saw this. I said it's going to be a good conversation because there was a number of key points. There's a number of key points here that he touched on that I do agree with. So, all right, now that I played it in full, y'all agree or disagree with Mr. Brandon? Shout out to Brandon. Y'all agree or disagree? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that end point about the TikTok generation or this TikTok era wanting to come to Vegas to do more dining and see shows and, you know, I'm going to just go and say focus more on content creating and partying. I do agree. I agree with that heavy. Like we in an era now where like being a foodie is like the thing to be, especially when it comes to Vegas. It's like if you trying to come to Vegas for this younger generation, you party or go eat at the stuff and post on social media. So I definitely agree with that sentiment. But the significant dip in gambling, I'm just not sure I'm gonna say like I'm like 90% agree with him, 10% disagree, just because I don't think the dip in gambling is that much. But I for sure agree that it's a new wave when it comes to people spending money in Vegas. So all right, I see a lot of folks in there and they agree. Where did I leave off at earlier? Y'all know I try to hit every comment. JD's comment. Karina said, it seems like it's crowded when I'm out there at the table, so maybe they're just talking to one another, but I don't know. That's a very good point. I think the same thing. The madness connection. DC, shout out my guy. So I think this is a partial fact. I'm with you on that. I think there's a line into it. I feel like more people play slots because you don't got to use your brain. That's a fact for sure. We've had that conversation just in the tier videos alone, for sure. So I don't think as many people gamble in Vegas because more cities have casinos and access to sports betting. I do agree with that. I think the evolution of sports betting, FanDuel, DraftKings, and all of that has definitely boosted sports betting. But I don't know that it fully drops from people coming to Vegas. Red Rock, my beloved. Yeah, shout out to Red Rock. On my way to Vegas. Shout out to Brandon. What up, Brandon? And this is not the same Brandon. Said on my way to Vegas. Should have been there at 3:30, but my flight got delayed 4 times. Better have a good weekend. Oh yeah, it's gonna be all good. No doubt, no doubt. Glad you there. Turn up, have a ball. Most of the younger generation don't have a clue what baccarat is. If I spelled that correct. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I just had to go learn how to play baccarat a couple weeks ago thanks to Bluff. I was watching Bluff on YouTube and I had to go figure out how the hell to play baccarat. Because I've been wanting to expand my game horizon. And it's really not that difficult. But I agree. That's definitely... Baccarat is a game that most people in general... most millennials probably don't even know how to play Baccarat. Like, that's a group-specific game for sure. It's making a lot of good points. I agree. Cosmo treated my wife and I like high rollers with comps. We did not gamble more than $800 a trip. Some people might not gamble that much. But, yeah, in Vegas, that's... I get what you're saying. Identity was the best rewards program ever. I don't care what nobody say. Identity was goated for rewards programs. You know, everybody thought I was on Cosmo payroll. It's comical to me. Cosmo will tell y'all, and my receipts too, because you know when you got a business, you got to have receipts. And I was paying to stay there. You know, they did show me love in certain ways, but they wasn't comping my shit. But their rewards program was legit. I loved their program. I spent my money there because I got so much back just for the rewards program. Same stuff I was telling y'all to do. You know, I tell y'all, I'm one of those people. I preach what I do in Vegas, or what I've experienced, or what people that I work with do. You know, I just share the game. You know, that's how I was taught growing up. The game is to be sold, not to be told. But I be telling y'all a lot for free. I ain't gonna lie. I low key be breaking that code. All right, most folks agree with what he said. So it made me think about. It was a conversation I was watching on a podcast about people not noticing the difference between revenue and profit. So I'm gonna just quickly say this. If somebody talk about revenue, that's how much money they made. That's not how much money they profit. Revenue is just how much money you made. So think about revenue like what y'all get before taxes, right? So let's just say y'all make $3,500 before taxes. That's your revenue. But then you got taxes. And in business, we call it expenses. So you got expenses that come out of your revenue before you get your profit. So your net is what actually the profit is. And I learned a lot of people be mixing that up on social media. Like, oh, this company made $100-some million, blah, blah, blah. They didn't profit $100 million. They might have made $100 million, but at the expenses, they might have profited like 25 million. You know what I mean? Now that's a high number. I was just, throwing something out there. So when I was listening to that, I was like, I do to a degree believe that gambling has gone down some compared to what it was. I'm gonna just say pre-demic. I'm gonna just say pre-demic and post-demic. I feel like post-demic, table minimums have gotten higher, and his point about them cutting comps, that has driven a lot of people to not want to gamble. Like I said, I do believe, and as a creator, I've noticed that there's a shift in being a creator. And so what are creators going to do? Focus more on stuff that make them money. So they're going to film food, which food is like probably the hottest thing in my opinion. If you want to, if any of y'all was like, yo, TVP, I want you to be my mentor on YouTube. I was like, all right, cool. What you want to do? And you were like, I want to be in the Vegas community. I'm like, okay, well, what's going to be your primary focus? Because you should have a primary focus before you just be filming anything. I hate when folks just say film everything. Nah. You should focus on something. You can try stuff, but have a main focus. So somebody's like, what would you recommend be my main focus? I would tell anybody, if you want to be a Vegas content creator, go film food videos. It's going to pick up, I promise you. And so I agree with that part, that this younger generation, because I guess if you look at millennials and above, most of them not clubbing no more. So from consultations and stuff, folks is going to eat because they, going on anniversary trips or trying to impress a significant other, or they just want to chill by the pool, or they going to watch shows. So I think that the high roller, the high roller generation has started to fade out to a degree. That's how I believe. I believe like the bigger bankrolls of gambling is starting to fade out compared to what it was. But I don't think that gambling completely is just tanking. I just think that because I mean, look at these slot channels. Everybody putting $100 in a slot machine to see what happened. You know what I mean? So ain't no way in the world folks not gambling. Shout out to the bubble craps demic that's going on right now. It's an epidemic of bubble craps, which is beautiful because I'm glad to see something other than slots. Thank God. But it was a real interesting breakdown. And it made me think about a lot of different things. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Now, now that we've watched that, let me ask y'all, for those y'all in the chat right now, how many of y'all in here would say y'all gamble more than y'all do anything else in Vegas? So how do I want to phrase this question? I would just say percentage. When you go to Vegas, what percentage of your trip would you say you spend gambling? We'll phrase it that way. Because I think for me, I'm going to be out there for the multiplier, so I ain't going to lie to you. My percentage of gambling probably going to be the majority, over 70%. I'm going to say 60 to 70%. But on average, I'd probably say about 35. Let's see. He's already agrees. Said his new generation is too busy doing drugs and OnlyFans. Hey, that's crazy work. Again, plastic surgery, they don't know about gambling. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta get down for that one. That's a fact though. That's a pure fact. That's a fact for sure. That's why like at the very end when he was like the TikTok generation, I was like, Brandon, now that's the money point right there for sure. Yeah, the TikTok generation changed the game for sure. What's up with spring break? What's up this spring break weekend? What's the funniest spots to hit up? That's a phenomenal question. You gotta hit me offline for that. Cause there's a lot going on. And when people say spring break, I be like, spring break is, I be hearing spring break. I'm like, wait, what? Because spring break varies all across the globe, I should say. But if you got something specific, DM me on Instagram. Funniest spots, I don't know exactly where I'll throw for comedy this weekend. It's a variety of different comedy spots, but you got to hit me offline for that. So that's all I do is going for the shows. Okay, there you go. So shows is your thing. Oh, this just refreshed. Where was that comment at? Oh, yeah, okay. All I do is go for the show. Say the younger generation gamble, they just don't gamble as much. And that's what I think. I think that's why I say I think the gambling money has decreased. Like, I don't think it's that people aren't gambling as much. I don't think they just have as much, like the wager amounts have gone down. That's what I think has happened. And that's why casinos is losing money, because folks not losing as much money, which I ain't even mad at. I ain't mad at that for real, you know? If you having bad luck gambling, spend your money elsewhere. You know what I mean? Or invest. That's why I say I ain't mad at folks trying to be creators, because folks trying to actually make money in Vegas instead of losing it in Vegas. So I'm really not mad at that. And low key, the folks who doing gambling content is smart, because they might lose money, but then you get it back on the videos. People have budgets for LV, always looking for best bang for your buck. Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. Everybody that's in this stream right now, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. And this is I'm not calling nobody out, because I'm pretty sure a third of this chat probably will understand when I say this. When folks ask me what's the best bang for your buck, I don't know what that means. Like, a lot of people, I be helping folks with Vegas and giving folks recommendations. We do consult, et cetera, et cetera. But when you say I want the best bang for my buck, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Because I don't know what your budget is. So when people say that, I'm like, can you give me a budget? Because somebody be like, what's the best bang for my buck? And I'd be like, what's your budget? And they be like, I don't know. So how the hell am I supposed to tell you what's the best bang for your buck? Because if you like, I got $25, okay, I can tell you what's $25. But then if you like, I got $75, then that's a whole different realm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got to find something else to use. Best bang for your buck be driving me crazy. Y'all got to start throwing a budget out there for real. Because I really be in here confused sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to respond to best bang for your buck if you don't have a budget? So, yeah, I just had to put that out there. And the number of y'all, that'll make sense, because y'all understand what I'm saying. Because that's why I'll always be like, what's your budget? You know what I'm saying? I can't give you recommendations on anything without a budget. So I'm not a gambler, but I love the shows. Hey, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I would say I feel like the slots have been tight as fuck recently, not seeing a whole ton of people getting hand pays. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I don't touch them. I play slots for a multiply, but listen, that don't surprise me in the slightest. A lot of folks have said in Vegas that they make more, or they have better success gambling downtown on Fremont or off Strip, like Brandon said in the videos, than on Strip. But I have been around some people on the Strip that have had some good gambling sessions. So, you know, again, at the end of the day, a slot is a random generated computerized machine. So at any point in time, it can go off. So, you know, that's all I can say about that. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be inclined to agree with you. Said you put me on a blue ribbon? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Blue ribbon was money. All right. Get back to the question at hand. So I gamble 25% of the time. I think that's a good amount of the trip. I stopped gambling years ago. Good food gets most of my money. Okay, so you don't gamble at all. All right, 75% of the time. That's solid. Okay, so that's majority of the trip. Okay. 75%, 5%. If the Strip doesn't reassess these ridiculous high prices, they will continue to lose profit. I don't think that the Strip is in my honest opinion, I hear the people say the Strip got high prices. We got to break that down, because I don't think prices are as high as people make it to be. I feel like people nitpick at certain things about increases, and then they tie it all to the Strip. So has Vegas gone up across the board for things? Yes, for sure. But is it to the degree that certain people push it to be? I don't know that I fully agree. And that's why I just say it depends on what we talking about. 'Cause I don't think, like, for example, I'm gonna just say drink prices. Drink prices right now, because like right now on Instagram, my fuel bar video has been going viral for the last couple weeks. And I've been seeing people say that like fuel bar drink prices is crazy. And I'd be like,
stop the cap.
There's no way you've been there to say that. Because a Crown and Ginger Ale is $16 or $17 at fuel bar. That's exactly what it is at Planet Hollywood. That's what it is at Cosmo. Even downtown on Fremont, where drinks is cheaper. A Crown and Ginger Ale is like $11, $12 at Binion's. And then I think it was like $13 at Circa. So that's in 2025. That was around what I was paying back in 2019. So like drink prices is about on par. Room rates are up and down. You know what I mean? Like they have hit valleys of high that they have not hit before, but there's also lows. You just got to know when to find them. So I think it just depends on what we talk about when we say that Vegas has gotten expensive. You know, a lot of that stuff varies. 10%, 60%, 10%. All right, so this is a mix in here. Well, number one, what this says is y'all are coming in here gambling. So that's the first thing that speaks to, that folks are still gambling when they go to Vegas. So we know, number one, that people are still gambling. Because one of the things in the video was like that folks aren't gambling as much as they used to. And the greater majority of people, I would say if you're gambling 30% or more, that's a significant amount of time to be gambling for your trip. I mean, a 30-year trip, you are gambling. And according to these numbers in here, some of y'all are exceeding expectations to that. But I do think the biggest takeaway with all this, or my assessment would be the wager amount nowadays. Because I'm not finna go into details about how much I'll be gambling. We not finna do that. I don't care who high rollers. We not finna do that in here. I'm not finna put people on blast like that. But I don't think the wager amount nowadays is what it used to be. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't spent $1 on gambling out of the 6 years I've been down there. Might put a dub in the slots this year just to say I did. Hey, there you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. And I'm pretty sure you're not the only one either. See, these kids afraid to even interact with their DoorDash people, or too afraid to answer the phone. They terrified to interact with the dealer. Now that's comical. The facts though. Hey, that's real talk right there. Who that? Up till dawn. Shout out to you. That's a real comment right there. You know what I mean? Vegas BB, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you doing good. Hope all is well. Said for sure at least 75% on the gamble. Yeah. So I just asked y'all that just because I wanted to see where y'all were as far as gambling. So yeah, I didn't believe the, people not gambling as much as they used to, especially because he said millennials, and I'm like, millennials? I'm like, I fall in that millennial category, and I gamble a lot. So I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, I'm with you on the younger generation, but millennials, my God, nah, we still gets busy for sure. Now we might not got the bankroll that our generation before us might have had, because they got their 401k, social securities, all that kind of extra stuff. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm with them on the younger generation for sure. The sports betting thing, I'll say I agree with that to some degree, because I be in Vegas with some people, and they be wanting to bet on their apps and do parlays, but you can't use them apps in Vegas because they be restricted in Nevada. So I do agree with that. And so then they might do their little bets that they would do on their app versus like actually spending some big money. People said daily budgets, once it's gone for the day, you wait till the next day. Some people need to learn how to do daily budgets. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is very true. Some people do have daily budgets, but some people don't got daily budgets. You know what I mean? People go out there and it's just, this is what I got and I'm gonna play. You know what I mean? But yes, that is a true statement. Daily budgets do matter. Seen a couple emojis. I might, just because y'all did it. Oh shit, it's 6:30. I gotta wrap this stream up. My bad. I need to pay attention to the time. Shout out to y'all for all the engagement and interaction. I did not see the time at all. So I gotta wrap this stream up. I gotta get to my after party stream. So I hit 3 jackpots last year. Shout out to you. That's what's up. Let me get a loan. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. Shout out to you. That's what's up. So I need to play whatever you playing. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Hey, that's love right there. 65 blackjack sucks. Hey, listen, to be honest with you, I know they always talk about 3-2. I've been going to Vegas since 2010. And I'm going to say consistently gambling, playing table games since like 2015. I'm used to 65. You know what I mean? 3-2. It was like maybe a table. Like, that ain't nothing new to me. It's been 6-5 forever. It's just now 3-2 is almost obsolete. It's like you for sure got to go downtown to get 3-2. But they keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 with y'all who play blackjack. In my opinion, it's not that serious, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause it ain't like you get blackjack that often for 6-5 to be that significant. Like, it'd be one thing if we playing blackjack and it's a whole bunch of blackjacks going around. Like, you get blackjack here and there if you have a good streak. And it is a difference from 6-5. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't be at table sessions where folks be hitting blackjacks that much, where that 6-5 will convert to 2-3. So it do suck. I don't think it's that significant. So if you're a bar, buy one, get one free drinks is the best for your buck, hands down. Oh, for sure. Yeah. When it comes to gyms, like, I give those gyms away for sure. When I hear best bang for your buck, the first thing I think of is cheap. So that's why I always ask what you do. Then I need a budget. Gotta hit the high limit rooms. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now, probably about 95% of this chat ain't never walked in a high limit room. So I don't know about all that. I'm gonna do a half shot just cause some of y'all ask. Shout out just for the engagement too, cause I swear I ain't lost track of time like this in the stream in a long time. Especially cause I was trying to figure out how to piece today's stream together. So I like to play slots and eat. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I'm pretty sure most of the folks in this chat co-sign with that. The wheel slots gave me better winning chances. I know folks got specific slots that they like. Sometimes just for my own personal curiosity, I be taking notes of that. Because I be walking through the casino, I be like, well, such and such, like this type of slot, where I see a certain slot machine, I be like, oh yeah, that's what's the name slot. So when y'all be talking about y'all favorite slots, I just want y'all to know I be paying attention. And I be walking by the casinos. I be thinking about y'all, especially because a multiplier, like, this probably one of the only times that I'm gonna be like, all right, it's slot time. You feel me? Because I need that multiplier, which, by the way, start Monday. If y'all gonna be in Vegas next week, Monday, the 14th through the 20th. Is the 20th Saturday or Sunday? The 21st gotta be. Monday is the 21st. Oh, so I think that's through Sunday. Y'all make sure y'all hit that multiplier. It's open to the whole world. Just go to the kiosk. 5X slot, 7X tables. So y'all know I'm finna be on them tables. Cheers, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all love and support for the stream. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Y'all stay out of trouble. I will be back same time next Friday. It's popping out for a few days. If you're gonna be in Vegas next week, y'all already know. Hit me on Instagram. And I'll let you know what I got going on. I always try to make time. And y'all enjoy your weekend. I'll holler at y'all next week. After party folk, I'll see y'all in a few. My bad, I lost track of time. Be easy.